So continuing with the dated functions, we'll be seeing some other three functions. So here we'll be calculating the expiry date or the expiration date of this month. Suppose you have these are the dates that we have taken the earlier examples, right? Suppose what is the end of this month, right? What is the last date of this month? This can be done with a function called Eomonth, right? Equal to Eomonth. Tab key and start date is this one, and comma, and I put 0. So what is the last date of this month, right? So 0, and I close the bracket and press enter. So it gives you the 31st December 2020. So last date of this month it is asking, right? So you have to put the function Eomonth. Suppose you're getting the value. Suppose this I'm checking out Eomonth, and start date is this one, and this month ending. What is it? This month ending. It gives you the serial number. In this case, you can do a formatting. So go to format cell dialog box, right? In the number tab, go to date, then you can change the date. So it gives you the value of 30th April 2016 is the end of this month. So this is the useful way of utilizing your end of month. So next month, what is the end of next month? So what is the purpose of using this expiry date? So if you get to the finance part, you find the nifty in the derivatives, right? In the derivatives futures contract, right? Normally those expire on the last Thursday of the expiry month. If last Thursday is a trading holiday, it expires on the previous trading day. So expiration date can be, if you go for a product, a consumable thing, maybe an aerated drink or any juice item or any product. Normally you find there is an expiration date. It says the last date that a product has to be consumed. Or you can also go for the drug or the health products or the medicines, which also indicates the expiry date, that is the shelf life and the stability of the product. In similar way, you can also do the daily access that you do with your debit card or the credit card, right? So the payment card which is issued by the banks, they also have imprinted in your card the expiration date, where after that the card will no longer will be accepted by the ATM machines or the merchant, who are the merchant over there, or you can't able to withdraw the money. So those are your last date, or you can say expiration date. So for that purpose we can use this function. So one more function I can say is that suppose I need what is the next month. Suppose what is the next month of this one, right? So this is end of this one. Suppose you're asking, sir, what is the next month? I can calculate. So you can go for one more function called Edate, equal to Edate, right? So Edate, then I select D31, comma, and I press 1. So what is the next month of this date? So this gives you the next month of this date, right? So today it is 2/12/2020, suppose, right? Then next month will be 2/1/2021. Suppose you require, sir, I require the next year. So next year will be what? 2/12/2021 should come. So I can use one more function for determining the next year. That you have to do is that same function, equal to Edate, then start date, you select the date over here, then comma, and months is 12, next year, then enter. So you can find the next year, right? This is different than this one. Here you have to determine the last date of your month, last date of the next month, right? Last date of next month. We will be calculating the same thing. For in this case, what you have to do is that equal to, you have to use the function called Eomonth, right? Type the Eomonth and you select the start date, right? Then comma, then it requires for next month. So in this case, you have to press 1 and close the bracket, and you find that it gives you the next month's end date, right? So next month, this is a next month, right? So 2/12/20, next month is this one. So this month's end date will be this one. So instead of directly, we can add the argument. So the logic should be very important. In this case, you should know that if we are adding the 0 over here and we are adding 1 over here. Suppose I require the next month's end date, that should be the first date. So in that case, I'll be typing equal to Eomonth, right? This date, comma, 0, okay? Then close the bracket, then plus 1, right? It will give you the first day of the next end month, right? So this is the first day of the next end month. It will give you, right? So this is simple. Next, suppose I require after what is the, suppose there is an expiration date of a contract after 3 months, suppose a future contract, you can determine the date, right? So equal to, I put it as Eomonth, end of month, then select the date. In this case, it is asking after 3 months, so comma 3, you put the value 3 and close the bracket and enter. So it gives you a serial number. This can be formatted with the Excel. So go to directly into the format cell dialog box. Then you can change the date and click OK. So it gives you after 3 months what is the end of the month after 3, right? Then suppose I require the previous month end date, right? In this case, suppose we have to calculate the previous month, the end month of this particular date. We can directly get into the same Eomonth and typing the minus value in the offset, right? So go to formulas tab and go to date and time and select the function called Eomonth, right? Then you select the start date. Here it returns the serial number of the last day of the month before or after a specified number of months. In this case, we have done with after, right? So in this case, we can also calculate before also. So selecting this function, then selecting the start date, right? Then I put here the negative value, -1 for previous month end date, right? It gives you a result. And this can be formatted with the help of format cell dialog box. So get into the format cell dialog box, go to date, then press OK. So you find the previous month end date is 30/11/2020, right? Suppose I require before 2 months. In this case, you can go for -2 also, right? So Eomonth, then start date is this one, comma -2, then close the bracket. Then you find the serial number coming up, right? So Alt H and FM, you find the shortcut key for the format cell, then go to date, then press OK. You find this is the end date of 2 months before. Suppose in the same case, suppose I need the first end date, right? First day of the end month, right? So end date, right, before 2 months. In that case, equal to. So in this case, you have to type equal to, then select the function Eomonth. Then the start date is this one. Then I require the before month, right? So before month, so -2, then close the bracket, then +1. So we'll get the end of the month, which is the first date, right? So this is previous month, 2 months before, the end date is 31. So first date of the next month, right? So this is the value that we can able to do that, right? So directly you can do the copy of this one, then you can start pasting it. Similar way, you just copy this one and start pasting it. So you can find that it becomes easy for us to work with the expiration date.